Окей, Филипп будет рассказывать сейчас нам смешную историю, произошедшую с ним, когда он пытался говорить на русском языке.
So now I think we need to do this. I'll do it in English. You can translate.
Yeah, I will put subtitles.
Okay. I was doing a seminar, Benny. There were 67 women and one guy. I asked the chief accountant, who was a woman, why there were so many women and so few men. She said, Mr. Smith, if this was easy, there would be more men. But during that same seminar, my translator asked me, because I was taking lessons, she said, I think it's time for you to speak. Make the greeting for the beginning of the seminar. And I said, okay. Now, an accountant's called a bushgotter, or a bugotter. A bra, or brassiere, is a bushgotter. Now, I thought I knew the difference. So I started out with my seminar saying, Доброе, which is good morning. I want to welcome all of you to my seminar, and I am delighted to see so many beautiful bushgotters. And everybody started laughing. And I didn't understand. I did not understand. And I looked at my translator and she said, do you really see all of the different bras that are in this room? And then I realized the mistake I made.
It's so funny.
Another time, when I was living in Almaty, Kazakhstan, I was driving. And when we came out of our driveway and went to the main street, we could not turn left, but I did. And there was a militia standing there with a stick, a Пожалеете stick, which means stop. He pointed at me, stop. I stopped my Niva Jeep, and he said, I really don't know what he said, actually, but he said something to the effect that, do you know that you can't make a left turn? And I said, Izvini, я не понедельник. He looked at me, and like he was wondering what I'm saying, what I'm thinking, and I was thinking I didn't understand. But the problem is that I was using the wrong word. Я не понедельник, it means I'm not Monday.
But he supposed to say я не понимаю.
Means I don't understand. I was still learning the language. So I said, я не понедельник. He just said, go.
Я не понедельник. That's
you
actually cute.
You can use those, and someday, when I get all of my material together, I will do a half hour of stand-up comedy in Russian.
That's cool.
If I ever get my act together.
That's cool. So is there any stories more in Russia that it's with you? Because I know it's a lot of with me when I grew up in America. Kind of grew up. Like,
oh, I make so many mistakes that people just laugh at me.
Like what?
I constantly make mistakes, but the difference is I try, and to me, if I make a mistake, it doesn't matter. But those are the examples. That's what happens, and you do need to have somebody with you that does understand the difference, so that you can learn. Because if they don't help you,
you keep on making the same mistake like that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you make the exact.
Luba asked Daniel to buy her shampoo, and he brought shampoo, and she means champagne.
Well, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Как папа говорил, понедельник, ночью, вечером, ой, как я уже не помню, утром, вечером.
Oh well, utrом and dнем.
Днем, вечером.
And вечером.
И ночером.
And ночером.
Ночером.
Right? Now, I have a question for you. Some of the people who live in northern Siberia are called Chukchas.
Yeah, Chukchas.
Now, when I was taught Russian language, I was taught that if an object is female or male, it may end without an A, or if it's female, it would end with an A. So does that mean that a Chukcha is a Chukchala?
No.
For a female?
They both Chukchas. They both Chukchas.
Why does that make sense?
Or I would think, on your place, I would think Chukcha and Chukch. Something like that, but not Chukchila.
But if I, well, see, that's the problem. How are we supposed to understand?
You don't. You just say how you can. And this is the most beautiful thing when you say with your accent. It's really cute. It really is.
Well, see, my accent is southern.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
It's just Central Asia. So, because I learned, the first lessons I took were in Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan and then Kazakhstan. And then, of course, living with a Russian lady always helps.
Yeah. So, you've been in Marina place where she was born, where she lived before.
Yes.
So is food different between like what you have in Moscow and where she was living in Kazakhstan, right?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Do you like there better, or where you like better food?
Well, her mom made pelmeni when I came. The best pelmeni I have ever had,
Too.
because she used fresh pork. She made the dough from scratch. She made the pelmeni from scratch, formed them, and then prepared them. She also did blinis. The first
Old MacDonald had a farm. Well, technically, I guess.
first time I ever had seriously homemade blinis with raspberry jam that she had also made. It was incredible. Her mom did many different variations of pickles with different kinds of spices. And everything that I tried was just
Do you like lamb?
excellent. Pardon me?
Do you like lamb?
Yes.
They probably cook a lot of lamb there, right?
Some, not a lot.
No?
With plov, mostly with plov. And it depends on who actually prepares it. Marina's brother prepares excellent plov from scratch. Just
That's cool.
going through and checking every piece of rice to make sure there's no stones in it.
Wow.
Down to that point.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How about camel milk? Have you ever had that? I heard that's really good for you.
I have not had camel milk. I have had horse's milk.
Camel milk.
Camel milk is supposed to be very good.
Well, horse.
Very good. Have you ever had it?
No, I don't know.
They drink horse milk. Called
In
kumys.
Kyrgyzstan and
Но
Kazakhstan,
camel тоже.
Да?
Да, верблюжачье. Говорят, очень хорошие это.
I've had komus, which is
Кумыс.
komis.
Кумыс это инструмент музыкальный.
Right.
Okay, kumys.
Кумыс.
It's a horse.
The horse milk, fermented horse milk. It's actually not bad. I've had it.
It's not bad, but it's not good, right?
It has a totally different taste. I tried it.
You're still alive, so that's good.
Yeah, I
Well,
did.
they say that camel milk is very good. They make ice cream out of it. And it's very good. A lot of people have had it, say it's very good. And it's very good for you, too. That's what I've heard. I figured, not from the Middle East, so I never tried anything like that.
I've never had camel milk. I've had horse milk. I've had horse meat. I've had horse sausage. What?
Бараны глаз.
Oh yeah.
Eye from the lamb.
The
Oh,
sheep's head.
Vinny, we have to try that.
no.
Oh!
No.
Benny, when you do it, make sure you have vodka before you start.
Yes, I would need
And so
lots
you
of
really
vodka.
eat eye from the lamb?
3 different times.
Vinny,
Is
that's
it-
what we never
is it
tried
good?
yet.
Is it good?
When they cook the lamb or the sheep,
Right.
they cook the entire sheep in one large kazan, one large.
Pan.
Then they take an eye and eat it.
Well, but all the parts of the sheep have the same taste, basically. So as a result, it tastes like sheep.
It's just,
But when you're served
it's looking at you.
the head on a plate, it was served to me as an honored guest because I was by far the oldest person in the room, and because I was a guest, it was served to me. And I asked my translator what to do with it, and she said, cut off a piece of the ear, because that's the softest part, and eat it. And then pass it to who you think is the next most important local person which I did. He then proceeded to clean the brain and took all the brains out and prepared bishbarmark, which is a noodle and with the meat, which is extremely nice. And then he passed the head with the eyes still in it, or with the eyes out, but sat back to me, because I was the honored guest. And then I was expected to eat them.
I would love to see how Vinny
I
eat
did.
the eye.
I don't know. I can't eat something that's looking at me. It's just-
If you have enough vodka, you don't care who's looking at you.
Okay, that would need lots of vodka.
Yeah.
Oh, Vinny, that would be awesome if you would eat it.
Ну расскажи, какой эффект, когда ты этот глаз?
It was a little difficult to chew.
To keep on rolling around in your mouth.
The biggest problem was getting it to the point where you could cut it with your teeth.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to bite into it.
Keep on. Doop, doop.
Well, yeah, it bounces, it sort of slides around.
Ooh.
And then once that was done, and then
So did you
after-
chew it?
I took 2 bites with some vodka and
But it was like liquid, like it's like kind of like red caviar. It was like blowing. Or
I
what?
don't know if it was the vodka or the liquid from the eye, but I swallowed it and it was over.
It was over. I
It was
gotcha. Divide.
Yes, and I did that on 3 different occasions, but each time I had been sitting there because they do in Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan, when you're having a meal, people begin to toast. So you have you eat a little bit and then you have a toast. You eat a little bit more and you toast. Well, if you're the 10th or 12th person, that means you've had 12 drinks.
Gotcha.
And it may just be a little bit each time, but most people cannot
Survive.
survive too long. And no, I used to be able to drink much more.
Your
Let me
stories
ask
are
you, did-
very, very interesting. You've been
Yeah.
all over. It's
Oh, it's
just
been fun.
amazing.
Oh.
I would just love to be in your shoes just one time.
Let me ask you,
Really?
did you
It's
ever
amazing.
eat balls, like a beef, like a balls?
Rocky Mountain oysters. That's
I
what
don't-
they're called.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Did
Yeah.
you eat them?
Yes.
Vinny, did you eat them?
I had them once.
Yeah, how you like it?
I didn't like them too much.
Why?
Because do you know what it is? It's the object of knowing what they are when you eat them.
Yeah.
If someone said, just eat these, probably I would not even, I would say,
What about beef
okay.
tongue? What about beef tongue? Do you like it?
That's mostly what they taste like.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty,
pretty much like that. The
it
meat
tastes
is,
like the tongue.
it's
Really?
almost like
Yeah.
the same texture
Oh.
as
Yeah.
the tongue.
How
It's
about
very
that place from the cow where the milk from what name?
Oh, the
Udders?
Others. Did you ever eat others?
No,
No,
Because they cook that too in Russia.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
no, never had
I've
that.
never had that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they
It also tastes like a tongue.
Well, it would be chewy, sure.
No.
Because but it would have a consistency of a mussel.
No, but they take what is inside of it, not like inside.
Oh, not the outside.
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you like beef tongue? You ever had that?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't
yeah.
like. I never liked beef.
I had
tongue.
never had it until I was in Bishkek,
Oh.
and I had it.
How about the red caviar? You like it?
Sure.
Vinny doesn't like
No,
it.
too fishy for me.
Да не любишь ты филе.
Well, it is not my favorite thing. If
Okay.
somebody hands it to me, I will take it and eat it.
Ну,
А
раз
он ел
If she
когда-нибудь
did-
холодец, студень ел?
Oh, how
ты ему
that's
только
no thanks.
покажи, он...
No? No холодец?
No,
Why?
thank you. I don't like the consistency.
How about окрошка?
That's fine.
Do you know what окрошка? What is it?
It's the cold soup.
Yeah, cold soup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. But I can't get past the gel.
Gel, okay.
Oh, it's really like my.
Вкусно же, да.
No,
Like
no.
that, right?
No, it's a gel, meat,
Oh.
gel,
To
meat
me,
and gel.
It's
I
literally
don't
a
like that
gel.
either. That's why I don't like
Clear gel.
That's why I don't like raw oysters. Trying to suck those down and get that.
No, but is gel made from bouillon? It's just,
But Vinny,
it just get cold.
Somebody told me that oysters were an aphrodisiac.
Is that true?
So perhaps well, I don't know. Last night I had 12.
You had 12?
Only,
Did it work?
Only 9 worked.
Oh, well.
So I'm not so sure.
Ну, это шутка. известный.
Okay. Какую еще еду ты хочешь спросить у него? Do you like herring?
Not really.
Uh,
No,
Way
I'm not
too
a
fishy.
fan of herring.
Me neither.
Okay.
Me neither. That's. Oof.
What was the deep fried fish that we had in Belgrade on the street?
Ну, не знаю, это маленькие рыбки какие-то.
Yeah. Well, what was that?
Vinny, can you sit close a little bit to feel
So
it?
that was nice. That was very nice.
How's this? Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
I have had dried fish, or what would you call it?
Dry fish, what I gave you.
Oh, not the same dried fish that
Yeah.
you gave me.
What do you mean not
You've
the
had
same?
that?
I don't know if it was the same or not.
No, I tell you what, that stuff
What
was
kind did you
bad.
give him?
Dry fish.
Like
Плотва.
собак or
Плотва.
something like-
Плотва.
I don't
That's
know.
terrible.
I just, you know what problem is? I cut part for him, testing part, not the back.
My goodness.
And I realized that only from video when people say you gave to Vinny intestines, not a back, and that's why it was so strong.
That was ridiculous. That almost made me just lose it totally.
We can tell.
Man, it was real close.
And it was
real
not. It was
close.
like dry caviar inside there.
Oh, it was the worst taste I've ever had in my life. I would never ever do that again.
You wouldn't recommend that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not unless you really would, like, if you had something stuck in your stomach, you want
what
to get it
about
out,
salad?
Then do it.
Maybe it's a perfect solution.
Yeah.
Baby, what about sala? I gave him sala. You say it's blubber.
Oh, that blubber. That was terrible too.
And
I
so
It was like a
salt.
chunk of blubber.
Oh, it's all it is. It's fat. It's just
Oh,
fat.
so-
But it's salty. It's good.
Terrible.
Did you give it spiced or not?
It was salty.
Salty?
Yeah.
Just salty?
Yeah.
No, it needs to be Hungarian. It needs to be spiced properly with pepper and all the different spices. Then it's okay.
Okay.
When it's plain, it's disgusting.
Disgusting. Let me tell you, it was.
Да ел ты.
О.
Помнишь, приходила Лена, сестра моя, вместе,
Yeah,
и черный хлеб, и это.
that's fine. You guys want to do that? You can do it.
How about a kvass? Do you like kvass?
Oh, yes, I actually do.
Vinny didn't like kvass. Remember kvass? You say
The drink.
it's like a moldy bread.
Oh, that was like moldy bread. It
Yeah.
actually tasted like I was drinking moldy bread.
Well, that's the same ingredients as in bread.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. You could actually taste it.
Yeah, you can. But if it's, was it cold?
That's what they make from a soup. Remember I told you they put everything and it as soup. Philip like that soup?
The kvass, I like it if it's nice and cold, it's sort of like red wine or white wine. It's sort of like white wine. When white wine sits and becomes warm, it's not as good as it is when it's cold.
Right.
Kvass is the same thing.
Oh, well, it just reminded me when I smelt it, it smelled like old socks.
Now, do you like root beer?
Root beer?
Yeah.
Oh, I love root beer. Yeah.
Do you like cream soda?
Yes.
That's the same.
Well, no, but that's the same kind of difference. But she hates cream soda,
You don't like cream soda?
Не крем-сода.
and you don't like root beer.
Крем-сода я не знаю, рот-бир,
No, you tried cream soda. You didn't like it.
Okay, my video
But see,
is
that's
gone.
the same thing. You know, it's just different tastes. They grew up on this stuff with very strange, different tastes.
It's not strange. Your food is strange.
Well,
Well, because it's an adventure. Every time you go somewhere, it's just an adventure.
it keeps it interesting.
Yeah, that's about it. It's so.
Таиландия я не была с тобой.
Oh, that's right.
Индонезия я не была с тобой.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Австралия я тоже не бывала.
I'm sorry.
Well, Australia.
Philippines.
Да.
Филиппины я тоже не бывала.
I've been to Australia, been to Spain, been to England, been to France, been to Italy, but I haven't been to anywhere in the Middle East, which is, just so.
Well, but you have a girl here in the house from Middle East.
Yeah, it's just so when you tell me about everything, it just wants.
Iraq was very interesting.
Yeah, I would just love to be there.
I made 5 different trips to Iraq. I was with the British Army when they went in the south. After the Americans were going up toward Baghdad, the Brits were coming right up to Basra in the south. And I was there like 2 weeks after all that happened, helping reestablish the payment system and setting up the central bank again, because it had all been looted. And we got it all redone, totally refinished, and 35 branches of the of the state-owned banks.
Окей. Наши друзья уезжают. Филипп и Мариночка собрались вот в Мариночке в саквояжик, все. Уезжают в Москву скоро, да? Какого вы числа?
26-го.
Да, 26-го.
Не хочется уезжать. Не
So,
хочется.
Philippe, it was very nice to see you guys both.
Да, мы очень...
I'm glad we could come back and visit with you, and I look forward to coming back very soon and visit again.
Oh, thank you, Philippe.
And
Thank
Vinny
you.
and I are going to go out and do some hot rodding.
What is that?
We're going to do some hot rodding. He's going to let me do a drag race with him,
Oh, yeah, of course.
as long as I bring a
Oh,
car.
you already say that you're gonna drag race with him?
That's for sure.
Oh,
We're gonna have fun.
Приезжайте в Москву.
обязательно.
Yes, yes. And thanks again for everything.
Oh, thank you
Dinner
too.
was extraordinary.
There's a chef. Right
Yes,
here.
chef. Take a bow.
Nice
Thank
to meet you.
Сделай еще раз так, делай так.
There you go.
Спасибо,
Thank you.
Наташа.
I look forward to
Спасибо,
seeing you
Вене.
again.
Спасибо,
And I look forward to seeing more of your videos.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
So let me hug you.
Okay.
Агонь.
Take care.
Мариночка, давай. So you say already goodbye?
Yeah, I've already got my.
Удачи, удачи, большой удачи.
You take care of yourself. Oh, yeah. Now be careful with that. You know, it might get you too excited.
Ну и не надо тебе.
Not осторожно.
И тебе, Наташечка.
I keep telling
Завтра
him. One night with me,
что-нибудь.
they'll never
Ой,
want to see me.
спасибо.
Oh, there you go. Bedroom.
Вене
That's being
здоровья,
proud.
здоровья,